stories from your corner and the events happening in your community. Toledo News This Morning starts right now. Good Saturday morning, I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to Toledo's fastest morning newscast. Your check of the forecast and traffic are coming up. But first, the announcement made Tuesday with regard to the restoration of some islands in the Maumee River, which are actually visible from Walbridge Park. At the park's shelter house, officials spoke and members of the Toledo community came to listen about what's happening to the Clark and Delaware Horseshoe Islands. Funded by federal and H2 Ohio funds, a wetland and backwater area, retaining wall, interchannel reef, and breakwater or backwater islands will be constructed. According to the city, improvements to these city-owned islands will result in improved water quality due to the sediment and nutrients that will now be filtered naturally, and a better habitat for the wildlife. You can expect a high in the lower 40s and low in the lower 30s, with the possibility of rain and snow showers for tonight. According to the city of Toledo, the reconstruction of Lewis Avenue has been delayed due to the discovery of a culvert beneath the road. Construction is paused for the season and is set to resume in April, with completion set for June. State Representative Michelle Grimm, who represents Ohio's 43rd House District here in our area, has been elected Ohio House Assistant Minority Whip, replacing Tavia Golansky, who now serves as the Summit County Clerk of Courts. So what does the Assistant Minority Whip do? Well, they assist the Minority Whip. And in the Ohio House, the minority are Democrats. They are both tasked with securing and monitoring votes for legislation. The Ohio State University, along with other universities across the state, are joining forces for a $20 million study funded by the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services. Dubbed the SOAR study, research will focus on the strength and skills everyday Ohioans use to overcome adversity and the biological, psychological, and social factors that are tied to them. More on the study itself and how it will be conducted at soarstudies.org. The Toledo Museum of Art is accepting applications for its ages 11 through 17 and 18 and older poetry contests. Now through March 22nd, youth and adults are encouraged to write, based on 12 objects in the museum, poetry of their own. Here are the prize amounts and dates to keep in mind if you're interested in participating. If you or someone you know is seeking education in the tech space, whether for work or personal purposes, a company in our area has just been approved as a provider by the state of Ohio. Turnion Training and Education, also known as T-Tech, was approved in round 5 of the Individual Microcredential Assistance Program. Happening today, it is a big day for sports in Toledo, from the Walleye to the men and women's Rocket basketball teams. Starting with our Walleye, our fish will be fighting at 7:15. That's when puck drops at the Huntington Center against the Kalamazoo Wings. And moving on to the Rocket women's basketball team, they will be taking on Buffalo at 7 p.m. in Savage Arena. And the Rocket men, they will be taking on Bowling Green. Yes, their rivals down south at 2 p.m. in Savage Arena. Welcome to the Cafe, a segment where community and commentary come together. And if you've been watching this segment since I launched it at the start of the year, you're aware of one thing. There hasn't been a single edition relevant to what happens in a cafe. That's why we're going to be talking coffee today. I can drink iced coffee, frozen coffee, and regular hot coffee with cream and sugar. However, I recently found out black coffee is still a thing. Despite how bitter it is, how empty it is, it's still something that people are pursuing. I'm genuinely curious why. I had this conversation with some friends, and they're on the same page as me. They either like it iced, frozen, hot, with cream and sugar, but they've never gotten around to enjoying the bitter taste of black coffee. So I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how you enjoy your coffee. Everyone's different. So go out there and enjoy the coffee of the world, however way, I guess. That's Toledo News This Morning. I'll see you back here tomorrow with an all-new Community Focus.